Take me back down where Clearwater flows. Let me remember things I love. Stopping at the law where catfish biting, walking along the river road at night. Barefoot girl dancing in the moonlight. I can hear the bullfrog calling me. Wondering if my rope's still hanging from the tree. I got my feet way down in shallow water. Shoot fly dragon if I get back to mother. Pick up a flat rock, skip it across a green river. Well, hey, what's up everybody? Aaron here. Thanks for tuning into the channel. Today I got a sweet one. We've got Green River by Creedence Clearwater Revival, John Fogerty. So as always, before we get started, make sure you check a description for a link to this free tab so that you can work with the video and the tab. And also, before I get going, I just wanted to remind you, looking at my analytics, it's looking like people are watching but not totally subscribing. So if you're watching, please subscribe. I'd love to kind of increase the numbers. I'm looking at about 135 or 6. I'm looking for just a little bit of a bump up, maybe as a goal, mini goal, get up to 150. So again, if you're just lurking around, push the subscribe button. That'd really help me out. Appreciate it. Without further ado, Green River. So I tried to do this one kind of in a driving blues style. He does this. I don't know if he does all four, but he definitely plays a bass line. So I think the first phase of this tune is just working on your quarter notes in this style anyhow, if you choose to do it like this. We're just working this driving bass, right? And I've got a little palm mute on there for some percussion. I'm not ringing it, right? And then the second move is to play this lick over, this blues lick over the bass notes. And we've got, 3 on the second string, 4 on the third string, and we're sliding in via a half step. So you might just start there to get that rhythm, because it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2. That's the first lick, right? 1, 2, and 3, and once you get that down, do it one more time. 1, 2, and 3, and the next lick comes in on actually 1, not 2. So here's the first lick, bass note, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and. So the next lick is now 1 and 2, and. So that's kind of cool. Here it is again, 1. Then we're going to kind of return just this A to open G against this second string B. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. You can do a down slide. And sometimes I just vary that rhythm ever so slightly. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. So I might, instead of that second lick being on 1, I might just hit it on an and before to give it a little bit of syncopation. Here's an example. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. All right. Then we have this lick here, this lick itself is just, you know, 2-2 on the 4th string, and then open 2 on the 5th string, open 4th string. All right, but what I'm doing here is, again, I'm kind of keeping the bass line going, so I'm going. Once in a while I throw the G in there. Sometimes every other time I'll do this. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 1. All right, and then that little classic bend he does after, so check it out. If we throw the G in, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3. That's bending that 2 on that A note, the 2 on the 3rd string, to these open strings, 2. Okay, so here's this kind of second phrase to the lick. All right, so now let me put the first and second part of the lick together, just kind of hear it as one piece. So we have, again, think about this thing as driving, and it's kind of staying on all the quarter notes. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2. Kind of missed it there, but all right. So that's kind of your main lick and your groove, right? You know, we're working this E, getting E sounds and E7 sounds by adding the D note. So play around with bringing fingers off and on. All right. When I get into the verse, what I do is I just take an E chord, and I kind of work the melody with my pinky up here. I kind of work this, take me back down where cool water flows, yeah. Right, so I'm kind of got this bass line, a little bit of the chord, and then the melody. It says, take me back down where cool water flows, yo. Right, and then the lick. Right, and so forth. Then back to the chords and the singing, the E chord with the melody line and the bass. Let me remember things I love. So I think on the second verse he adds in the G sharp, which is kind of cool. On the first time through, I think there's an open G maybe in there, but the second time, right? You hear that G sharp in there? That's pretty cool. Kind of mixing the major sound and minor. So, ba-da-ba-da. So throw that in for a little bit of flavor. All right, so we've got kind of the lick portion of it. We've got a little bit of the verse structure. And we've got this chorus where it switches to C. Walking along the river road at night. Again, I'm just kind of shaping a C, and I'm thinking about that melody in my pinky. Walking along the river road at night. And again, I'm trying to keep that bass driving. Then it's the same kind of melody over the A or A7. There's a little walk up in there. I may be skipping one of the beats, but we've got this walk up. You know, ending on a B, getting you back to E, 5 to 1. So, all right. So, C chord, right? Then A. An A chord, but with this note here, kind of sounds suspended, right? This. Okay, and then that main lick that he does well, straight out of the pentatonic. You know. All right, so there's those are some ideas if you maybe want to try this solo and have a little driving thing going. Get yourself one of those cigar boxes to stamp on with the microphone. That kind of thing, So I hope that helps you out. And there's a little version. Again, I'd love to see you guys create your own stuff. So add some stuff, take some stuff away, do some looping, put a cape on, do whatever you got to do. Come up with your own cool thing. And thanks for tuning in. And one more time, I hope you'll subscribe if you haven't. And appreciate everybody checking out the channel. And thanks, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.